There's really no secret about our approach. We keep moving forward, opening up new doors, doing new things, because we're curious. And curiosity keeps leading us down new paths. We're always exploring and experimenting.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Imagineers Disney Podcast. I am your host, Matt, and I am joined, as always, by my good friend and co-host, Susie. Hello, Susie.
Hey. How's it going?
We're good now that I have pressed record on our recorder, so we can see the audio afterwards.
Well, you know what? People who listen live are way cooler anyway.
You know, the majority of the people who listen to us are in podcast form.
Well, maybe they'll decide to be cool and go listen live.
They should listen live because sometimes we have visuals.
We do.
We do.
Sometimes we have technical difficulties.
Yes. And
other
those are
random
always
things.
entertaining to watch as they happen live.
It's fun to be a part of.
Live shows are they're fun.
Yeah.
But you got to learn to roll with the punches.
Yeah. We get a lot of punches sometimes, don't we?
Yeah. Punches, barks, things like
He's
that.
not here. Oh, look.
He's here with us in spirit.
Yeah. I found that was just like a suggested thing on Etsy. I was like, wow, the internet knows me so well. That's scary.
Yep. So this is going to be a super fun show.
It's so weird. This is going to be so fun.
We've had more than one person ask us about the topic that we're going to be discussing.
Yeah.
But before we get into that, got a few housekeeping things we got to take care of.
Okay.
We need to hit our patrons for this is the end of the month, so we are going to do our Patreon drawing real quick.
Are.
So for those of you who are listening or watching and you don't know what Patreon is, it is a way for you to support other creators. It's not just us out there on Patreon. There are plenty of musicians and artists who if you love the work that they are doing, you can support them financially and help keep, in our case, the podcast running. So we use the podcast, the money from Patreon to help pay for the podcast, and then also for fun things like prize drawings, which we do every month.
Huh. Might have one of those right now.
Yes, we will. And Susie's actually running both the drawing and the prize. She has it.
I know it's a lot. It's a lot of power. I don't know if I should be trusted. But this month's prize is this. I can't angle it. The camera's backwards like a mirror. So this is a really cool pin set from Disney. Got a little Mickey's. And there's a nice variety here. Okay, it's backwards, y'all. Swiss Family, Robinson Treehouse, Tony's from Lady and the Tramp, Bald Mountain.
Yes.
What's that from? From Fantasia. We got this pin that says Asgard with the Valkyrie from Marvel. Pixar represented with a Pizza Planet, and then a really cool Hoth, AT-AT Walker. Yeah, that one's really. I actually watched Empire Strikes Back today, ironically.
Oh, did you? Wow.
Yeah, so there's just a lot of Disney things represented. Attractions, animated, Marvel, Pixar, Star Wars, classic films. It's a little all over the place. So this is a fun prize. Yeah, someone's going to really enjoy that.
One of our patrons is going to win. So we have entered all of our patrons' names into the computer.
Yes.
And we will be choosing one at random. And Susie, would you do the honors, please?
I would do the honors. Let me. Do you remember that time that you put me on the spot? And I had to make something up a few weeks ago. And I was like, I need like 10 more seconds because this number generator site is acting up. So.
Don't you love technology?
No, I'm so old. I would rather okay, here we go. I'm ready. Ready?
Yes. Go.
Oh, generate number. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. Our winner is David Dollar.
David Dollar! Yes.
Yay.
I love it.
Let's clear this out. That's hilarious. Funny because he's one of our I mean, they're all our friends. All of our patrons are our friend, but David is one of a podcasting friend from, you guys know him from Main Street Electrical Podcast. And we've been on their show. They've been on our show. And he joined recently. So David, you're going to get this really cool pin set.
And especially David does enjoy a good pin, a Disney World pin. So
he does. I was thinking he's also a big pop fan.
Yeah.
I know he's got some really cool pop Funkos. So if we ever do one of those, he may want that one too, but he's got some cool pins. So that's really fun.
Fantastic. So congratulations to David. couple more Patreon things before we move on. So
Okay.
the video I actually was going to have up right before the show, but there was an error in the export. So I will have that tomorrow. Be on the look, patrons, be on the lookout for that. Again, this is a Patreon exclusive.
It's still March, though. We're still getting that March video in March.
It's so good. But our topic for this month was actually, we go outside of Walt Disney World, and we recorded some of our experiences at Universal Orlando when we moved back in January.
Yeah, that was fun.
So Susie got to ride Hagrid's for the first time and try Butterbeer for the first time.
A lot of firsts.
Got to ride E.T. and laugh at it. But
that has not aged well, has it? That ride? No,
it really hasn't. So be on the lookout tomorrow for that.
Something very different. So if you're not a patron, you're going to miss out on that, but you can join for as little as $2 a month and get to see some really unique stuff that is just not, it's not podcast. It's more casual, fun, silly. We do some silly things. Yeah.
And then right after the show, just a reminder for our top tier patrons, we will have our monthly hangout in StreamYard right after we're done. So you guys should already have the link to that. So as soon as we're done here, we will hop into that lobby and we'll just kind of hang out for a little bit. So
nice
times. All right, moving on. So really the biggest news piece that we have for tonight, and really the only news piece, is today Disney World released a new way that you can enter the parks with your ticket or your annual pass. You can do it now on your mobile device. So this technology has been around for a little while, and I'm super excited to actually see it be put to use at Disney World. It's called Disney Magic Mobile Pass. So if you are a pass holder, or if you're a DVC member, even DVC has some custom ticket things that you can choose from. Same thing as pass holder.
Really? I'm gonna do mine when we're done here. That's
and then if you have tickets already to the parks and they're linked to your My Disney Experience account, you can go inside your My Disney Experience account and over here somewhere, I can't read this backwards. And it took me to a website. There we go. There'll be an icon that says Disney Magic Mobile Pass. And if you haven't linked it, it will give you the options to link that. It literally takes like less than a minute. Super easy. You get to pick your pass style. So this is the style for the pass holders.
Aww.
And and then it links to your Apple Wallet if you have an iPhone. So,
and if you don't, sucks to suck.
Yeah, and it's I forget the term they use for it. I don't know if it's passive or not, but essentially you don't have to have your Face ID to pull it up every time. You just literally, if it's within the vicinity of the touch point at the park gates,
it'll recognize it.
It'll recognize it, and you can go right in.
Wow.
So if you don't like magic bands, or if you don't have a magic band, sometimes you're a little uncomfortable. Like I don't wear a watch typically, so I don't wear things on my wrist, including magic bands, except for my Country Bear Jamboree one. But I will actually for sure use this. So
yeah, well, and because magic bands are not complimentary anymore.
That is correct. They are not complimentary.
So gotta make that work somehow.
So this is a free option for you if you have an iPhone. So sorry, Android users. Not yet. Not yet. So, okay, now for the main event. And
this is going to be so professional.
We already have comments. The most important topic there is.
That's right, Spencer.
I agree.
This is intense.
Disney Addiction said, I saw the topic and had to watch it.
Okay, because we're all adults here.
And Jeremy says that intro alone is worth watching.
Yeah, that's a great intro. Matt put together.
I appreciate that. Thank you very much. But tonight's topic, the best bathrooms at Walt Disney World. Yes, that's right, ladies and gentlemen. Not all bathrooms are created equal.
They are not. I really sat down. My list it was hard to put into order because I had a lot of factors. There's theming, there's location, how busy it is, how clean it usually is, privacy.
Privacy is the big one. And I think that was kind of my criteria for most of the ones on my list.
Yeah.
Theming for a couple of them, but most of all, privacy. Yeah. And I think there are ones that, I mean, actually, I will say there are times I've gone in and there's just no one there. You have
Isn't that great?
You have the whole place to yourself.
Oh gosh.
So, okay. So,
we have like irritable bowel syndrome or something.
So
it's just nice to not have. It's Disney. Some bathrooms at Disney are gross.
Yeah.
The ones by Morocco are gross.
Yeah. It's the ones that are hidden away, that aren't in plain sight, that are the best ones. And
as a travel agent, we know these things.
We do know these things. And you had a list of 10, right?
I do.
I have a list of 10 as well. I'm sure at some point we're going to
there's overlap.
There has to be.
Oh, yeah. Because there's only a few correct answers.
Maybe. Yes. So.
Well, there's a few more correct answers.
Oh, wow. Okay. All right. Well, let's hear some of your more correct answers.
Well, I mean, there's probably 3 that are, if you don't have this on your list, then you're wrong. But I have one on my list that's at a resort. I'd have one resort. And anything, when I tell you guys it's resort, it's 9 times out of 10 going to be Fort Wilderness. Okay. And it is. So over by Trails End and Pioneer Hall, around the corner from Hoop-Dee-Doo, where there's the guest services concierge desk, there is a massive bathroom there, and there's never anyone there. It is so clean. Apparently,
this is the one right next to Pioneer Hall. Okay.
Yeah. Like during the day, it's a ghost town over there.
So this is interesting. Okay, so typically when we do these lists, we never share what each other's list is.
Right.
We just kind of do our own thing, and then we reveal to each other, just like we are revealing to you what our list is. It makes it more fun. This is interesting because I also have that bathroom on my list.
Do you?
For a very different reason.
The mural?
Yes.
Yeah.
We will get to that.
Okay, I'll let you get into that because it's different in the men's and the ladies' room.
Yes, it is.
So that's not the reason. Just like choked on my spit. That was cute. That's not the reason it's on my list. The reason it's on my list is because it's clean, it's large, and there's never anyone there ever. And staying at Fort Wilderness a lot. I would recommend rather going over there if you're headed toward the boat or coming back from the boat, or going to breakfast or whatever, or waiting on the bus, which is also nearby from the bus back there at the settlement. So
okay. Yeah. Good deal.
It's a good one.
Good deal. I like it.
That's so funny that it's on yours.
Yeah.
Again, different reasons.
For very different reasons. Okay. So number 10 for me, I have a tie, and it's the only tie that I have on my list. I have the Tomorrowland Terrace and the Pirates of the Caribbean.
Matt.
What? You have it higher?
I don't have Pirates at all.
Okay.
The ladies' room is hopping. I'm telling you. Well, that is not.
The guys' bathroom typically is not, at least in my opinion. So, and it's at the bottom of my list.
Okay.
Typically, they're clean. That's what I like.
That's true. And I like that there's a lot of benches outside, too. There's a lot of places to sit if you're waiting.
And it kind of has that very Spanish influence that goes with the building over in the Pirates. Now, Tomorrowland Terrace, especially when it's not open, right now it is, but it's actually serving as Columbia Harbor House.
Because they're using Harbor House as
the queue for Peter Pan.
Yeah.
So so the terrace has some of the menu from Columbia Harbor House. Plus, that is where one of the relaxation stations is. But it's still not a bad place.
Right.
When things open back up, that place in general is kind of less traveled, especially since the terrace isn't open year round. It's really only reserved for really, really, really busy days.
Yeah, that's a really good point.
There's a bathroom tucked away back there that is very nice and private for you to escape to.
Nice. All right. Next on my list, there's a bathroom right outside of Creature Comforts, which is the Starbucks in Animal Kingdom. And the reason I have it on my list is because I've never had an issue there. I think people get distracted by Starbucks. And so they only go to that building because of Starbucks. Because it's at that weird point where you're well into the park. So you're past all the entry bathrooms, but you're not yet to a land. So you're not going to that really busy bathroom in Africa, right in the middle of Harambe, which is a terribly located bathroom, by the way. It's right next to a stage.
Yeah.
It's so busy. There's, you turn the other way, you go to Asia. It's just a really high traffic bathroom. So the better one for me is right outside of the Starbucks in Animal Kingdom.
Cool. Yeah, that is good when you bring up a good point about the Starbucks and kind of people just being distracted by what's there and not knowing that there's a restroom right there for you to do business. All right. Number 9 for me. I put the Tangled Toilets down here at number 9.
Wow. Okay. It's very low on the list.
Well, it's low on my list because it's the theming is amazing.
Yeah.
Maybe one of the best themes for bathrooms. I know this is kind of silly talking about, look at the theme of the bathroom.
But it's so good. They put a photo pass photo option there holding a lantern from Tangled. That's the only Tangled physical representation outside of Rapunzel.
The exterior is themed well. The interior is themed well. Obviously, I've not been in the ladies' side, so I can't remember
exactly it's really nice.
What's in there. Isn't there like a tree or something on the ceiling, or like some paintbrushes on the shelf and stuff?
Yeah, the paint.
Okay.
It's good. It's really cute.
And on the guy's side, there's like the skillets, the frying pans, and they're like wanted posters for Finn and Flynn. I said Finn, Star Wars. It's on my mind. Flynn Rider and all the other guys from
Lucky Duckling.
The Snuggly
Duckling.
So
Snuggly. All right. Well, I have comments about that later on my list, and I'll show them.
Gaming's great, but oh man, it's so packed. That's the downside of it. It is just a high traffic area. It's a high traffic area for kids, so lots of families using the space.
Yeah.
So not in a negative way, but I'm just saying if you were looking for privacy,
this is not
the place for it.
Yeah. Well, next on my list is the same situation, but it's the restroom in Toy Story Land. Theming is really fun. It's really cute. It's really colorful. So busy.
Yeah.
And that's unfortunate. But you're right. Like if you have kids and I feel like also like if you have kids, like it's more of a necessity, like in the moment, like, it's time to go to the bathroom. So you don't have the luxury of like hiking all over. But this is a really fun one. Toy Story Land has a lot of really fun details that you just have to keep an eye out for.
Yeah. And the theming, again, this is another great spot for theming. And it's kind of a trend that has started popping up with any place new. They've really put in a lot of design effort into the bathroom. So like the doors, I believe, are like multicolored and stuff. So, but the exterior, my favorite part about the exterior is the girls' bathroom is made from the box for the toy cooties.
Yeah. It's really cute.
It's pretty.
They put a lot of thought into it, but with all of our criteria, it's going to be low on the list, similar to like how you had Tangled.
Yeah. And Disney Addiction watching on YouTube said Tangled Toilets is probably my number 2.
Tangled Toilets.
Number two.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay. Moving on. Okay.
Wow.
So number 8. Number 8 for me is the Hoop-de-Doo bathroom, the Pioneer Hall bathroom, specifically the men's restroom. So have you ever seen a picture of what I'm about to pull up? So
I've been in it to see it. There was no one in there. I wanted to go see it.
You just walked in. Okay.
This was years and years ago.
Danger,
not like
danger.
This was not like too early in our I wasn't like I was probably in junior high because we would go over there and like activate our passes back when passes were different. And there's no one in there. My dad and my brother came out and they're like, there's no one in there now. Do you want to go see the mural? I was like, yes. So They checked. I'm not a creeper, but I have seen it.
Okay, so here's the mural.
It.
This is only in the men's restroom of Pioneer Hall.
Because sexism. I'm just kidding.
So let's unpack this here for a second. Especially for those who are listening.
Go ahead, Matt. Break it down for them.
Well, I think there are 2 scenarios here. Either all of the Cowboys recently had an infestation of ants in their pants, or they have all taken a bathroom break in the wilderness.
Yeah.
Or in various states of redress.
They're all clothed, if you're listening.
They're all clothed.
They're just fixing their chaps or their belts, tucking shirts in.
The guy in the center, I believe, has a shovel in his hand.
It's disgusting.
So
it's really funny, though.
It's maybe like the greatest bathroom mural of all time. So,
and if you don't really like pay it attention, you're just like, it's a cowboy mural. But yeah, that's really good.
So there we are.
I'm so glad you had that on your list because I can't claim that as why it's on mine. This is a personal choice.
I debated on putting it higher on my list, but
you don't. If you don't make it over there very often,
right? You don't make it over there very often, and typically, I mean, now it's probably a great time, but during Hoop-de-Doo, like evening time, that's a very busy place.
Oh, that's true. That is true. But any other time, there's no one over there. So if you want to go see it in person, make sure the coast is clear first, ladies.
Oh, yes.
All right.
Number
what
7.
Are we at? 7. All right. This is going to be like a little contested, I feel like. I'm going to say it anyway. Outside of between Casey's Corner and Crystal Palace in Magic Kingdom. And the reason is, again, this is important.
That's one of the most high traffic areas.
But it's a huge bathroom.
That's fair.
I've never waited in line at this bathroom. That's all I have to say for it. And that's a really good thing. It's I don't know who made the rules, but it's how it is. Ladies, we always have to wait longer. But this one doesn't. I never have a line there. It's also convenient in that it's located next to like first aid and like lost kids and all of those other little
the baby care center.
The baby care center. Yeah. So it's a good location for that. It's probably the least of the bathrooms it's a little out of the way, but not enough to be considered off the beaten path. So Matt's right. It can be really busy. But it's a really large bathroom from the outside. It doesn't look as big as it is, but it is. Thank you.
Okay. Number 7 for me is the American Adventure bathrooms.
It's a good one.
They are the largest bathrooms in World Showcase.
World Showcase has really bad bathrooms.
Except for this one.
Yeah. Because it's in the middle, I guess.
It's in the middle.
You can hit it going either way.
They're huge. And and you said it, the Morocco bathroom, some of those are just really, really small. The American Adventure one, toilets as far as the eye can see.
As Americans like it.
As Americans like it. Go big or go home, America. And yep. There you go.
Nice. All right. Number 6.
They're clean.
Oh, they are very clean.
Yeah, they're clean and they're big.
I have the bathrooms by Festival of the Lion King.
Okay.
Because, as I mentioned before, there's a bathroom over in the middle of Harambe. There's a bathroom in the middle of Pandora, right in between, if you're going along that path, instead of going to either of those. And what right after a show gets out or before a show is starting for Festival of the Lion King, it can be a little bit busy. But if you go right after a show has started, you're right in between any kind of rush. And like I said, you're also in between 2 really popular bathrooms. So if you're not going to Festival of the Lion King, you're also not going over to that area.
Right.
So it's a little secluded. And for that reason, it has made my list.
Okay. I see we're starting to get into the seclusion theme. So
I've got some really... Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So my next one is the Odyssey over at in Epcot. So the Odyssey building, which is currently occupied by the Epcot Experience. So before they put that in there, when it wasn't being used during the festival, there was nothing going on.
Yeah.
And I'm going to specifically say the left side of there are 2 bathrooms.
The World Showcase side?
No, the test.
The other side. Okay.
I feel like the test track side is less traveled, and people are breaking away from Mexico to go heavier traffic on that end of it. So I know that may be confusing on location and stuff, but
yeah, no, that makes sense.
There's there's
another bathroom right outside of Test Track.
You're
so right. Instead of going to that one, yeah, it makes sense to use this one. It's actually on my list too, but it's pretty high up.
Usually very empty. Very, very empty.
Very empty. But this is the location for that restaurant in the future.
Well, we don't.
Isn't it? Is that still happening?
Wait, you talking about Space 220?
Yeah, isn't that where it's going? No, where's that going?
So Space 220 is actually right in between Mission Space and Test Track.
Oh, okay. I had the wrong side of Test Track.
It's kind of hidden back there. It's done. We're just kind of waiting.
I was like, I don't want to lose this bathroom. I already lost the Epcot loop. I can't lose my Epcot bathroom. This one's further over. So nice. All right. Number 5.
Yes.
Yeah. This is where I have Tangled. And for the same reasons Matt mentioned, it's adorable. It's fun, but it's very busy. It's not the best place to stop. It's fun to look at. If you have kids, it's great, but it's busy. It's not very, I've never had a problem with it being too dirty because they know it's so high traffic. I think they keep someone stationed there to clean it up pretty regularly. But yeah, it's just that one you will wait in a line.
And I forgot, Tangled is one of the restrooms that has the family restroom as well.
Oh, so that's a good point.
So that is a nice highlight.
Yeah.
Okay. Moving right along.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Number 5 for me. I have the Grand Floridian restroom, specifically the ones on the second floor right outside Victoria and Albert's.
Yeah, and I knew you were going to say that as soon as you...
Yeah. Granite countertops.
Yeah.
I haven't been in there in a while, but they used to have like the cloth.
Paper towels.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
you could pretend to be like, oh, this is the bathroom I always go to because I stay here and I'm going to lunch at Victoria and Albert's. But
so what you would expect from the Grand Floridian experience.
Yeah.
And I think especially now, with Victoria and Albert's and those restaurants not being open, probably not a very high traffic area.
Yeah.
So if you're staying at the Grand Floridian and, you're shopping in the lobby or, you're just kind of hanging out in that area.
And you can't make it to your room.
You can't make it to your room because some of those buildings are a bit of a long walk. This is a nice public restroom to use.
If you can't wait 5 minutes, they're total privacy, but it has nice paper towels.
It does.
All right. This one is probably higher on my list than it should be, just again, because of traffic purposes. But the theming, I'm just biased and I love, and it's the Galaxy's Edge bathrooms.
Okay.
I just think that's so cool. The sink, the Arabesh language things everywhere.
They just feel dirty.
I know.
Like, I know they're clean. I know they're clean, but they just feel dirty.
Batu is an outpost planet. It wouldn't make sense if it looked clean. Maybe it's dirty on purpose. That's part of the experience. You're on a dirty planet.
What I did like, if I remember, it actually had, I believe last time I washed my hands in there, it had hot water. Like, it was actually hot water. And sometimes that's hard to find in Disney restrooms. So, yeah. I mean, it did not make my list.
That's the last one I have for theming purposes.
Okay. I have
good ones, but I'm saying that one practicality went out the window.
I have one that has theming. One more that has theming.
Okay. So. All right.
Okay. Where are we? Number 4? 4. Yeah. Yes. Okay. 4. The Finding Nemo the Musical restrooms.
Ah.
Yes. So these are tucked away next to Finding Nemo the Musical on the walkway to Dinoland USA.
Yeah.
And again, take advantage of these places now, especially if you're going while some of the shows aren't happening. Whenever they're not doing shows, these restrooms are like empty. So privacy.
Anything near Dinoland is also going to be pretty empty.
Yes.
That entire corner of Animal Kingdom is like
a toilet. Oh,
look. I like Restaurantosaurus. It didn't make my list. It has a good bathroom too, but yeah, that's a good point. Anything over there, you're going to get a lot of privacy.
Yep. So yeah, Finding Nemo, the musical bathrooms.
Wow, really finishing up here. This is exciting. Number 3. Top 3 bathrooms. This is the pinnacle. This is
Disney World.
The pinnacle of our podcasting career.
Kyle Smith says hello. Hello.
Hi. We'll see him in a little bit. He's one of our patrons.
Yes.
All right. Number 3 is you mentioned it, but what is currently in the building is the Epcot experience, which is those bathrooms on either side of that Odyssey building, which is what I have. Because it's by itself. And
sorry, I lost you in my ear for a second. What'd you say?
The Odyssey bathrooms where Epcot experience is right now. Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what that building's purpose is going to be like long term.
Right.
Unless it's just like that extra air conditioned place with a bathroom.
Yeah, I really do hope they do something with it. I mean, it is.
I like that. There's just a nice, really chill area that you can kind of hang out at.
Well, can they just make it that? I don't know.
But you don't want everyone to know. Oh, I guess we shouldn't be talking about it then.
I know. Well,
it's a double-edged sword. We're letting everyone know our favorite potties.
Okay. So number 3 for me, the Hollywood Brown Derby.
Dadgummit.
What?
Yeah. I thought I was going to be really sneaky and have that on my list. I thought I was going to, you'd be like, oh, that's a good one, Susie.
You can't get anything by me. Come on. Was that your number 2?
Yes.
Okay.
Number 2. You took my mural.
So here's the thing with the Hollywood Brown Derby bathrooms and why they're so high on my list. They're not very big. They're decent size. It's the location. It is actually inside a restaurant, but it's in the lobby of the restaurant. You don't have to be eating there to use them. You can walk in the door and go around the corner, and there you have the elevator right there next to the elevator that leads to a certain special place that can we give away? Yeah, we can give away. I mean, what
do you mean? It's like the internet exists. People are going to look it up if we don't say it right now.
The Club 33 location for Hollywood Studios is right there in that lobby of the Brown Derby, and leads to the second floor where they used to do the soundstage stuff. So,
not a bathroom.
not a bathroom, but right next to that elevator are the bathrooms, and the theming is wonderful.
It's so bougie.
It is very Hollywood.
Yeah.
So you got the caricatures, but just the color palette that they use for like the tiling and everything. It's just very nice.
They're like very small, black and white. Like they're kind of it's so cute. It's very 30s.
Yeah, very 30s. It fits perfectly in with the theming of the actual restaurant. So the theme is great. There's not a whole lot of foot traffic, especially in the off dining hours, because Brown Derby isn't open for breakfast or yeah, they're open for lunch.
Yeah.
Lunch and dinner. And so in the early morning hours, this is a great place if you need to take a break. If it's open. I think the door is always open because of Club 33. So
yeah. It's also not the biggest restaurant. So even during, like, if you're eating at the restaurant, it's not going to be too crowded. We ate at Brown Derby in November when we went for Dapper Day. And I just love the bathroom. Patrons for our after show, I have a bathroom story about this bathroom I can share with you guys if you want to hear. It's not weird. That sounds really weird.
I also have a bathroom story. It is not a personal story, but is one that I have heard that I will not share on the podcast.
Okay.
But it is hysterical.
I won't share mine either. It's not what you're thinking weird. I had an argument with a woman in the bathroom. I'll tell you guys later. Anyway, sign up for our Patreon.
Can't wait to hear this.
I don't want to say it on the air because that's the whole thing. But that was my number 2. All right. So what's next on yours? Go again.
So my number 2 bathroom is actually bathrooms. It's not any one in particular, although some are better than others depending on times. But this one's kind of going out left field a little bit. But the convention center bathrooms at especially when there aren't any conventions going on.
Yeah.
Sometimes those wings are unlocked. So, for instance, I will give an example of the Contemporary.
I was hoping you would.
So the Contemporary, you walk into the main lobby. And by the way, the main lobby restrooms for the Contemporary are very, very, very nice.
Yes, they are.
And then if you take the escalator up a floor, up 2 floors, 2 floors is where you have Chef Mickey's and
shopping,
the Outer Rim and shopping and the monorail entrance and stuff. So that's a very busy floor, but in between those 2 floors is one of the convention center hallways. So this is the original part of the resort that has the Ballroom of the Americas, where if you listen to one of our previous podcasts, we talked about Richard Nixon. His I am not a crook speech was done inside the Ballroom of the Americas at Disney's Contemporary.
There is a joke that can be made here. Yeah. I don't know what it is, but I'm not going to make it. It's regarding bathrooms and that.
So I do know that the Contemporary's convention center is pretty blocked off most of the time when there's nothing going on. They have like one of the little pedestal things that ropes it off, so you can't actually go into the extended building there. But there is a bathroom also on that floor where the check-in desk for California Grill is. So California Grill is only open for dinner, and even during dinner, it's not really that busy. So behind the elevator banks, along the wall is a pair of restrooms. They're typically always empty, especially during the day. So
again, if you can't make it to your room, guys. Or no, but there's a lot of shopping. There's a lot. You can just spend half the day at Contemporary. You can rent boats. There's all kinds of things you can do. So
Patrick Alex says, now I have to go on Disney bathroom tour.
They should. That's the next tour they should have. Yeah. Right after Keys to the Kingdom. It's like, and if you've enjoyed this tour, bathroom tour.
So yes, the Contemporary Convention Center floor bathrooms, Yacht Club, Coronado Springs, just all of the resorts that have convention center facilities, they keep up with those. I mean, all the Disney bathrooms, for the most part, I feel like they keep up with well, and especially the less busy ones, the ones that don't have as much foot traffic, are usually immaculate.
It's World Showcase is disgusting.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
I'm curious what your number one bathroom is.
My number one bathroom. Let me look on a map so I can make sure I'm describing the right floor. Yeah. All right. My number one bathroom is the bathroom at the Seas in Epcot.
Okay.
It is off the beaten path. Normally, I wouldn't really recommend like a bathroom right after an attraction. And if you're done with the Seas with Nemo and Friends, the little Big Blue World conveyor belt clamshell thing, and you go into the Seas and you get distracted because now attraction's over, but there's a whole other stuff to look at with the fish and the manatees. So it's the second floor over by the dolphins, I believe is where the bathroom is. Yeah. Okay. And it's just tucked away in a corner, really off by itself. Nothing really pointing to it. It's not on the way to anything. That is a really good bathroom.
Okay. Good choice. I like it.
Nice and private.
Not as good as mine, but that's okay.
Okay. Excuse me. I realize we're going to get a superiority complex about our bathrooms at Disney episode.
Hey, remember you were like, some are better than others. So
okay.
I felt like you were going to like have a superior list, but
no, but like an answer,
nothing.
The answer, like if you said the Gaston bathroom, like that's a wrong answer. That is not one of the best bathrooms at Disney.
Oh, no.
No, that's what I'm saying. There are definite wrong answers.
I think this is the best one. It's just my opinion.
Okay.
And I know that you haven't done this one because you don't ever go over there.
Okay.
And that is
not. Look at you.
This is the Imagination Pavilion bathrooms. You've never been over there, have you?
I have been over there, not to the bathroom.
Well, it's actually really out of the way. So if you were facing the Imagination Pavilion from the land, you're walking up to it, and you have Journey to Imagination with a Figment, which is right there in front of you. Then on the left, you have the back side of the pavilion where you have the Pixar Film Festival, formerly Captain EO, formerly Magic Journeys, formerly Honey, I Shrunk the Audience. Yeah. On the right side of the pavilion, so if you're looking directly at Figment, on the back corner on the right, that is where the restrooms are. Nobody knows. Very, very few people even go that way because there is nothing else in that direction except for the bathrooms. And not only do you have nice, clean, and low traffic bathrooms in that area, but you also have a music loop. You have a music loop in that bathroom, and it is the only place you can hear that music in Walt Disney World because they play the original Pavilion music loop in that bathroom.
Oh boy, I can't wait to go.
Come on.
No, the location is really, really good. That's the ideal kind of bathroom.
So I mean, if you're an Epcot, this is a bathroom for the ultimate Epcot fan. So if you love old Epcot, this is literally one of the only
old Epcot and really need some privacy in the bathroom.
This is literally one of the only places you can still have some of that, opening day Epcot feeling.
Nothing screams Epcot like going to the bathroom.
So Magic Journeys. And it's all
that's a good point.
It's all orchestrations of the Pavilion music, of the original Pavilion music. So you have Journey into the Imagination.
Mm-hmm.
You have Making Memories, and Magic Journeys is all the themes from all of those are in that loop. I think it's like a 16.5-minute loop. But
wow.
I'm just throwing that out there. Joseph Ellison, hey Joe, he says, just checking in. Glad to know we are talking about bathrooms. Great. Keep it up. Thanks for taking up your precious time to entertain us with your podcast.
Yeah,
and,
we've really made it in life that this is what we talk about now on Tuesday nights.
Bathrooms. Yeah. And then Disney Blog says someone rolled her eyes. Getting a lot of sass from Susie tonight. So
no, it's a good point. That's the ideal quality you're looking for in a bathroom, just to like get away. Some bathrooms are also cooler than others. I feel like they have better air conditioning. That's a whole nother factor.
Yeah,
some just feel like really hot and sweaty. Like, don't go to the bathroom on the other side of that kind of back area of Epcot across from the land. There's that one bathroom. I don't really know what it's next to, but you know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Don't go to that. Anyway, that one's bad. The one in the land is insane.
We should we do like a reverse?
Like worst bathrooms?
Worst bathrooms? No.
No, because I'm already concerned about how many audience members we've lost.
We actually have quite a few watching. So I don't know. I think this is one of the most amazing topics we've ever done.
This is a good point. I will go to that bathroom as well. Jeremy makes a good point here.
So Jeremy says, glad to know the Imagination Pavilion bathrooms. Now I have a reason to head over that way.
I never go over there.
Already mad. Yeah. Well, now the bathroom. Off the WDW says, I have a certain fascination with the themed bathroom signs.
Yes.
They're
so fun.
Yeah. They do such a good job. So,
the newer bathrooms, definitely.
Yeah. I think Tomorrowland has some really cool signs. I'm trying to think. I think Arendelle, like the Norway Pavilion, has
Norway.
Some new ones.
Any restaurant that has like in Epcot in World Showcase, their bathrooms, of course, it's men and women is in a different language. This is really cute. Yeah.
Nicole Ellington said the ones towards the front of Epcot are terrible. Yes.
On either side of Spaceship Earth, avoid.
It's high traffic area. Everybody in the park, unless you're coming in through World Showcase, everyone's going past those. They're like, oh, look, bathroom. So
yeah, keep
walking a little further if you can hold it for that long. It's worth the wait. So,
well, that's done.
All right,
we did that. That was a thing.
Andrew's popping in here at the end. Hey guys,
what's up?
What's up, Andrew? Andrew, yep.
We'll
hopefully see you here in a few minutes. We have our Patreon chat, so come on and hop in. But I think this was a fun topic. I think it's kind of off the wall, and it's not typically one that we would normally do, but we actually had a couple people mention it and said, you guys should do one on the bathrooms. I'm like, okay.
I also think we did a really good job at restraining ourselves from too many puns.
We
left at number 2 a few times, but
we did a few.
Other than that, the episode wasn't a total flush.
Andrew also says the best bathroom is the one at my house. Hate going anywhere else.
I agree with that. If I can wait, till I get back to my resort, depending on where it's at in the day, like I'd rather just do that. The subject kind of stalled.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, Disney blog.
It's stalling a little bit. So we're gonna wrap it up.
We need to roll.
Nope. Just
okay.
No.
Okay, I'll stop.
We're gonna be done. Well, thank you, everyone. I can't believe people are still watching.
I can't believe I'm still watching. Why are we still here?
Oh man. So thank you everybody for watching. Thank you everybody for listening. Hopefully we didn't lose too many listeners on this podcast, and you will come back next week for another episode. But if you've enjoyed what you've listened to, come find us. Again, we're on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, Spotify, wherever you listen to your podcast. You can find us by searching for the Imagineers Disney Podcast, and come check out our backlog of podcast content. We do all sorts of topics on Disney related things, whether it's trip planning, travel tips, Disney history, top 10 lists, Disney Cruise Line, Disney. We're actually doing a really fun episode next week with some of our friends that we have met online. We're going to be talking about Adventures by Disney, specifically South Africa.
Yeah, I'm very excited for this.
Super fun itinerary, and literally one that I think you'll all be excited to learn about and find out how Disney's Adventures by Disney itinerary for South Africa is one that literally you can't get anywhere else. And it's an amazing experience. But we will hit that next week. But until then, friends, we look forward to chatting with you through the end of the week. You can find us on our social media platforms, Imagineers Disney Podcast on Facebook, _Imagineers on Instagram, at Imagine_ears on Twitter. And you can actually find all of our social links on our each of those individual channels. There is a link tree that will have links to everything for you to easily find.
Oh, real quick, including on that link tree, you'll find our Discord channel. We watch movies every Friday night, not this Friday. Good Friday, Matt and we have respective plans. It's Easter weekend, very busy things going on. But then next Friday, we're going to watch Infinity War. And then the next Friday, we're going to do Endgame. And I've just been in such a Marvel mood recently. WandaVision, Falcon and Winter Soldier. So we're going to swing and do some really big Marvel movies back to back.
Yeah, those are going to be super fun. Can't wait to do those here in the next couple of weeks. I got to give a special shout out to my friend Alicia, who I'm not even sure she's ever seen the show before, but she's like, no, I'm back. Just had to text someone. She has, she said it was hilarious. It was a hilarious show. So we're glad we have at least someone who has had a good time laughing along with us tonight.
I did. So at least there's two of us.
Look,
or three of us, because me and Alicia.
We're both travel planners, and when we say that we can help you plan every aspect of your trip, we literally mean we can plan every aspect of your trip, including where you should take your bathroom breaks. So there we go.
Not me. If you're traveling with me, use your best judgment. I don't want to know. I'm just kidding. But really, we're here to answer any questions. But
yeah. Oh yeah. If you have any questions about any trip planning at all, you're going to Disney World and you want to know what bathroom to go to, you can email us. Our email is imagineerspodcast@gmail.com, and we'll be happy to answer any travel related trip planning questions for you. And so yeah, we will. I think we're going to end it here.
I think we better.
So
wrap this up.
So thank you everyone for hanging out with us tonight. It's been a blast. We look forward to coming at you next week. But until then, remember, if you can dream it, you can do it.
There's really no secret about our approach. We keep moving forward, opening up new doors, doing new things, because we're curious. And curiosity keeps leading us down new paths. We're always exploring and experimenting.